guys, welcome to TST Garage. I'm Bart, and today in this video I'll be showing you how to install the TST Industries brake light modulator on your bike. Now, a brake light modulator, sometimes called a strobe, sometimes called a brake light flasher, what it does is basically enables you to install some electronics on your bike so that when you press your brakes, the brake light flashes in some kind of pattern and alerts the drivers behind you that you will be stopping. Our particular brake light modulator comes pre-wired to a plug that interfaces with a sub harness that we provide specific to your bike model that enables plug-and-play functionality with your bike. So that means that the installation is really fast and you can do it yourself. Now, the electronics inside, we do have the ability for you to program this unit to 3 different functions and then subsequently adjust the rate of the effect to your liking. Our first programmable mode is strobe alert. This mode will produce 9 flashes and then stay solid for the duration of the brake engagement. Second one is intermittent pulsar. Each cycle will flash 10 times and then pause, and then these cycles will repeat for the duration of the brake engagement. The last available option is pulsar, and this one just basically provides continuous flashing for the duration of the brake engagement. Now we'll show you how to install this. It's really simple, and then after the installation chunk, I will show you in detail how to get inside here, how to program the different modes, and how to alter the rate of those different modes. We did think about the safety of such devices during the design phase, so we decided to design this in a way that it will be a pass-through component. In case you experience a failure on board here, it will just pass through your normal brake function, which means you press your brake light lights up, there's just no effect. In case you do experience that failure, we do offer a warranty, so we have guys standing by in our support department that will take your call, email, Facebook message, whatever, and we'll get you replaced. And that's pretty much it. Now, I'm really excited to show you guys just how easy this is to put on and configure. So let's get started.
All right, so with our electrical components exposed here, we're gonna mainly focus on this taillight plug right here. I went ahead and grabbed my appropriate harness and my brake light modulator. I'm gonna start by taking the taillight plug off. That's removed with this little tab right here, a little locking tab. You just press down, pull back, pops right out. We're gonna go ahead and insert our harness, the mating sides, so the male to female, and then female to the appropriate male. To clean up my wiring solution here, I'm gonna go ahead and take this plug from the taillight and try to kind of shove it underneath this portion of the subframe here. You'll see why in a second. I'm gonna now take my brake light modulator, attach it to the harness using the 4 position. So it's at this point that I'm gonna take this fairing, try to push it down a little bit, just flex it out of position, and take this white plug and kind of snake it underneath this main taillight connector. You can see there's a nice little spot right there. So I'm going to take my modulator, fish it underneath the taillight wire, put that back down into its appropriate location. I'm now going to take the zip tie, thread that underneath where this little rubber strap is for your tool tray. I'm going to want to try to locate that, dodging wires if I can. I don't want to really capture wires, I just want to have this here for the brake light modulator. There we go, keep fishing it through. Okay, and now we have this nice little concentric ring on our brake light modulator. We're just gonna want to take that zip tie. I'm gonna grab the harness too, I don't know if you can see that, but I am just gonna zip tie that together as well. And so I'm going to take my zip tie, cinch it down, and complete the installation. Make sure that that zip tie sits in the ring, zip it tight, snip it off. Give ourselves a little test here. And we're good to go, guys. All right, so the reassembly of this tail section is the exact reverse order of how we took everything off. Pretty straightforward, guys. I hope you enjoy your brake light modulator.
For mode selection and rate adjustment, we will need to get inside this capsule to access the electronics. These 2 Phillips head screws will need to be removed. What I like to do is unscrew them until they disengage from the receiving threads and leave them in the cap. Otherwise, it's pretty easy to lose them. If we pull them off with the cap, they are self-captive. All right, now we'll identify the parts here. This button is the mode selector, and this potentiometer is your rate adjuster. Clockwise is faster, counterclockwise is slower. Let's first do our selection of modes. With the brake pressed, press the button once to toggle to the next available program. Now the brake does have to be pressed so that the unit powers up, otherwise you won't be able to make the selection. If you find that you've pressed the button but the selection has not been changed, just do it again with the brake pressed. So now we will go on to the next program. Press the brake once more, press the button once, and now you're in the next mode. Now we've switched twice, so pressing it one more time will return to the original mode that your unit arrived in. Now for rate adjustment, we'll be using the potentiometer. With the brake pressed, we can turn it clockwise to make it go faster, counterclockwise to decrease the rate. Now in brake alert, you will only have 9 flashes to make your adjustment, and then it'll stay solid. This one doesn't actually lend itself to really fast flashing at the top of the range. Bottom of the range is unusable, so I like to set it somewhere towards 3/4 to maybe 80% clockwise, and that does it for me. Now if we change to the next one, this one is pulsar, and this one just keeps on flashing, so I like to have it going pretty fast here. Choice is really up to you. If you want to explore the next mode, we have the intermittent pulsar. This one to me belongs somewhere close to the top of the range, makes it the most visible. But again, freedom means choice. The decision is ultimately up to you. Once you're done with your adjustment and you're where you want to be with all your modes and rates, replace the cap, turn the screws back in, and it really is just that simple. Replace your brake light modulator in the space that you decided to keep it, and you're good to go.